What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? What is going on? It is 5:30 in the morning. We are on the way to an even farther spot. I told you the other day we were going to the far spot, and it was the farthest spot away from my casa that I knew about. Well, got to doing some searching on Onyx and some thinking. You know, that's a dangerous thing, me thinking. And I started putting two and two together and thought, you know what? I think there's a lot more lands up north of me. So I got to looking, and sure as shit, there's some big old chunks up there. And that's where we're headed to now. We've never been to this piece before. It's like 2,000 something acres. It has a few trails going through it, looks like hiking trails, which, you know, that brings more people. So it's probably a maintained piece, but we need to go check it out. I went the other day, what was that, Saturday or was that Sunday? I also went and did some scouting at another piece that was way south of me. Well, not way south, it was actually way closer than this one. This one's not super far, but it's an hour away for sure. The one down south was like 25 minutes. And I pulled up there early season. There was so many freaking cars there already. I'm like, they're not even selling doe tags this year, so I think that place probably gets a lot of like hikers and foot traffic and stuff like that. People taking pictures, doing nature stuff, whatever, I'm not sure. But it turned out to be a bust. I was trying to get out there and do some glassing at last light or at dusk. And it was a good thing I went to find out how to get there and do everything, you know, preemptively, because the roads that say they're through roads were all gated off. You can't get through to where I wanted to get through. And the old lady and the kids were with me, so we just sat there in the parking lot. We didn't see anything, but it was a good time with the fam. That was Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. It was definitely Friday. We're on our way to the farther spot now. And we're not going to set up on anything. I mean, it's early morning to a spot I've never been to. I'm not just gonna, it's not me to just walk in there and booger a bunch of shit up. I don't like doing that. So that's why we're leaving at 5:30 now. We should get there about 6:30, 6:45. And we're just gonna drive around this piece. We're gonna find all the access points, because I tried on Onyx, but I mean, sometimes, you know, they might say that something's open or a road or something, and it's not, or it's not even drivable. So we're gonna get out here this morning, do some glassing, do some looking, see what's going on, and then we are gonna dive into this sunbuck this afternoon or late morning, and we are gonna start scouting our way through for sign and try to find somewhere to set up this evening. Got my lunch with me, so that is the plan. Drive around, glass from the truck probably this morning, and then dive in later in the morning and try to find somewhere to set up for this evening. That's the plan, Stan. It is fucking October 13th, motherfuckers, and we on the way. Let's get it. Let's go find some big old bugs. Let's go find some good sign, if nothing else. That is enough for me, just to be out here finding sign, adventure in the woods, man. These are the months out of the year that I set aside, and nobody can be upset at me because they knew this was coming. I am going to be in the freaking woods. It went from like 90 degrees yesterday, and for the high was like 86, and today's only gonna be like 66. So we got a pretty decent temp drop. The temperature's still going down as we speak. It's supposed to get down to 50 something. That's gonna be like the coldest day of the year so far. So let's get out here and see what we can see, boys. See what we can get on tonight. See you in the woods. All right, we're here. Been sitting here in the parking lot for a minute. There's a nice valley right here. Bunch of points dumping into this. I can't really tell. It just looks like CRP kind of tall grass. Then there's corn over here. You guys won't be able to see. It's too dark still. Wow, you guys can definitely see even better than I can. Holy shit. corn, lots of points that dump into this corn and into that CRP. It goes way up in there. I'm gonna see if I can get up here. And there's another valley sort of thing, bowl that everything dumps into on the other side of this ridge. So I'm gonna see if I can get up there and glass both sides. Sorry for the windy audio. I forgot my microphones. Absolutely beautiful. Old rub. I don't see any fresh ones, but we're coming up on what looks to be a little saddle. It's a high point there. A high point there. There's a little finger ridge that goes off there. Old historic rub there. And this looks like a little saddle right here. More stuff might come up and through. I'm already much farther from the truck than I intended, but if you've hunted the hills, you know how sometimes you gotta get a little bit farther to get a better vantage point. Oh shit. So you can actually see what you're looking at. Any type of terrain though can do that. There's a little pond there. I'm gonna have to go look around that. But we're not even a mile from the truck. I just thought, looking at this, I thought I was gonna be able to get up on a ridge and see farther, but then I was actually able to when I got up there, so I have to go way up here to be able to see deep in there like I want to be. There's a deer out there. Yeah, you can see it. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna try to get the binos on it again. I think it was a little buck. That's zoomed into times 62, I think. Horse tracks. So maybe riding them horses up here. I just came across this. This is what we're coming down. Found some deer tracks along that dirt as well. Man, people, oh, fucking tire tracks too. There's a doe right there. Following the same trail, I think that young buck was. He was like a little 6-point, I think. Alright, update. ways. This shit just looks like it gets so much human traffic. I mean, there's horse tracks and there's a bench up there, like a little overlook. We've seen a little buck over here and a doe, small doe, I think, following him. But yeah, this place just looks like it gets tons of human traffic down this ridge. The trail only runs down this ridge, so I think I'm gonna go back to the truck, pull around, go back down to, because I can't see that valley over there either. It's fucking there's too many trees in my way. Too many trees in my way to get a good view. So I'm gonna go back to the truck, drive around, see if I can see up that valley, because it slopes down towards the road. I can tell from the map. And I'm gonna see if I can see up in there and find somewhere to park, and I'm gonna go pilfer through that area. The world we live in is so beautiful. It's like the best picture you ever seen painted, and it's new every day. I was looking for a place to, fuck, it's windy. Well, I was looking for like a pole-in, like a little parking spot or something. I thought to myself, better remember what fucking Ward and Jake and the boys fucking taught ya. Just pull the truck over, jump up, have a look-see, get me right over the top of this corn here, and I can see all the way back up in that little hub or valley or little. It's a valley to me, I guess that's what I call it. I can see all the way back up in there from here though, and there's not a damned old deer back there I can see. So I got one other place I had in mind. Not in mind, it was just the spot I want to get to by, sometime this afternoon. I didn't know how many deer I would see, or if I'd be sitting there recording some bucks or find something to go after over there. So there's one other place I want to check down here and see if I can find somewhere to park, and then that's where I am going to eat and dive in. It's like 9 a.m., 9:30. I seen there. They got a pond back in there. They also got cattle. Okay. Alright, what's up? Eating lunch here. Got some scrambled eggs, Canadian bacon. So pretty good morning. We didn't see no deer driving around. We seen those couple of deer this morning. I think that one was like a little small 6-point, and then the other one behind him was a doe. She came out, 10 or 15 minutes after him. But then we drove off and we looked up in that other valley and didn't see anything in there. Chilled there for a little bit. Looked up in there for a while and didn't see anything. We drove back down around here to look into another valley, but it was filled with cattle, so I'm not going to put any stock into that. And so we come back here, and we're sitting here, and this is where we're going to dive in this afternoon. And yeah, I'm just going to eat a bean here, some protein, some fruit, and then get back in there and see what we see. I forgot everything. Forgot the charger for my phone. Forgot my microphones. Forgot my protein creatine shake that I have every day. Forgot everything, dude. Oh, man. Got my bow, my arrows, and my release. What else do you need, right? So we're going to have to chill on what we record here, because we're at like 50% battery already. No way to charge the El Telefono, so we'll record the coolest stuff, and the slightly less cool stuff we'll have to take a seat today. Like this blue jay. Anyway, we're gonna eat, we're gonna chill, and then we're gonna get back after him here in a little bit. See you there on the way. But we're going far back. I pinned a spot on this property back here I wanted to get to by this evening. It's as far as I can get from any road or any trail. I gotta go up here around this cornfield, down over there, and up to the top of that ridge. And I should be able to glass down in to another little valley. So that's the plan. Forgot my milkweed at the house this morning. But nature supplies all things you need. Just pick it as you go. That's what we need. It shows that our wind is going not the way they predicted. It's noon right now, giving ourselves plenty of time to go easy, find somewhere good to set up for this evening. Just notice that I'm a ways. I'm probably a few hundred yards from the truck. Usually you've seen a tree stand or two. I haven't seen a single tree stand. And I just found the first rub that I think was maybe from early this year, because it's just dry. But something shredded that up. What a beautiful day, man. What a beautiful place. Couple ponds down there. This would have been a good place to be glassing this morning too. You can see quite a bit of real estate from up here too. But anyway, we finally made it to the top. That was a fucking chore, boy. That was a chore. We wouldn't take that way again. We were just looking for sign a little bit on our way. Checking shit out on the way. Getting up to this ridge, and boy, there was a couple spots I thought I was gonna get up that were way too fucking steep. And so I had to come down farther than I wanted to, and now I'm gonna walk across this ridge back over here and just meander around the downwind side of that valley over there, and see if I can walk along the edge, find some good sign, and follow it to a good spot to set up. Spread your spores. Just found a scrape here. Definitely deer tracks. This is the first real deer sign I've seen walking this whole ridge. So hopefully we're finally getting into something. Got some poo too right by it. Probably a day or so old though. Some deer tracks and old ones. Fresh ones. Small doe. Small doe, but probably just jumped something. Blue jays going nuts. There was also some sort of tire track there. But those doe tracks were fresh. Another fresh rub from this year anyway. Alright, this is the little setup here. Couldn't find any good trails, didn't want to booger anything up too much. Still wanted to have a chance to see some stuff tonight, so I decided that I would set up right here. And this little tree, those were already dead. I just kind of snapped some small twigs out of my way and bent other things over. And now I'll be able to see all of that. There's some deer tracks right here along the edge on this bean field. There's a couple decent scrapes and a couple good rubs on the way down that little path leading right to here. So I'm wondering if they come out of these trees over here. Wondering if they come out of this shit over here, feed around, get a drink, and then head up that way. I don't know. We're about to sit here. There's another little pond. There's another little pond right there. So, that's the plan, dog. Sit here and watch. I really wanted to go over there and set up in something, but that's what I would always do. You know, I need to take time to sit here and watch and see what the deer are doing in this area, you know. And then it's like stage hunting, just like the boys from THP say. Sit here, move in a little bit, watch, see some deer, see where they're coming out of, move in later. So, see you later. Dug me out a flat spot to sit on this hill. You see that? Cut it out with this. And dug the rest of it out with this dead stick I made into a little shovel. Now I got a flat spot to sit. I'm blocking out that sun so I can take a nap. Night night, motherfuckers. Night night. Hot damn, it's fucking snowing, son. Well, we're gonna put this, see if the deer are still coming to the field after the combine theory to the test today, boys. Fucking pretty cool to see it up close, though. I've never seen it this close before. Fuck, hopefully he's done by the at least an hour before dark. Shit. He's got a lot of fucking shit to do here, man. I might have just picked a bad spot today. Damn, boy, damn. We about to find out. Alright, well, ain't no sense in worrying about Booger and shit. There ain't no way he's done with this in a couple hours, man. You know what I mean? Fuck, I got a decent little nap in now. But I don't think there's any way he's done with this shit before it's time to hunt. I thought about jumping out there and talking to him, but I don't want to slow his work down either. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. There was a white truck down there, now there's not. I mean, I might just fucking go walk around some more and try to look for some more sign over here like I was originally going to. Yep, 2 old boys out there. Standing around BS, and I doubt he's done by the time I'm ready. These deer are ready to come out into this field, man. I might as well just go search for some more sign and find my way back to the truck probably. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but he just drove his combine away. Like, he's driving away. He did 2 passes and he's driving away. I don't know, maybe he seen me over here. I waved at him, he didn't wave back. He didn't seem like he seen me at all. Maybe he saw me over here and he's gonna let me have this piece for the night. So maybe we will just hang out here and see what happens. No, he's back in a different tractor. I just stopped right there on the phone. Sometimes it's other hunters, sometimes it's you, and sometimes it's the fucking farmer. Guess we'll just sit it out and see what happens. All right, homie is out of here. Hopefully no more farm equipment through public land this evening. All right, phone's about to die. Back at the truck. I seen a big ass deer on the way out. I'm pretty positive it was a buck. It was very last bits of light, but the footsteps going away were so heavy, and the buck would have been coming off of that cattle pasture or right up against it somewhere as I was walking out. So nothing in the bottom there though. So we did see something coming out of there, and we seen a nice ass fresh rub, dude, that I didn't see going in there. So we'll be back here one day, don't know when. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Sorry the battery's about to die, so this is all you get from me. It was a good freaking hunt though. Spent the day out here, seen 3 deer, 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and pretty much I think just got blown out by that farmer. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. We gained some valuable information for this piece, and we will be back. Thank y'all for watching. See you on the next one.